Hey, welcome back. This week we're going to go to a home and help a homeowner with a situation that is especially suited for our thermal imagers. Today we are at our friend Dave Stairs' house, and he has an issue with his house that he thought of the thermal cameras would be able to help him solve. Dave, what's the issue that you are looking for us to help you with?
Well, basically, our heater here is an old one. It was built in the 60s. So it was a cool idea. Goes through the ceiling. There's copper coils in the ceiling. Works nice. It's a great heater, but air conditioning in the summer has been a problem. We have window air conditioning units that we use, and it gets really humid. Doesn't work very well. So we had a guy come out the other day to look at putting some duct work in, and we talked about it. He said, "Hey, no problem. We'll go there, and this is your quote, and off we go." And we said, "Well, hang on a second. We've got all these coils in the ceiling, and we don't know if we can run this duct work or not." So that's when I thought of you. I thought maybe these cameras can see where this duct work, or where the not the duct work, but where the copper coils are, and where we can put some duct work in.
So as you can see in the ceiling, you can't really see where these heat coils are. So what we're going to do is I'm going to shine the infrared camera up at the ceiling, and Dave is going to measure how far away from the wall it is, so that then we can tell whether we can run the conduit, or not the conduit, the ductwork.
The duct work, yeah. So you think this is going to work?
It should work. It should work. I will point the camera up there, and you can measure Mr. Tall. Go ahead and put your tape measure up there at the corner here, and I will tell you it's at approximately the 6-inch mark is where our line is.
6 inches. Well, the air conditioner guy said he needed 4 inches.
So
that
we've
should
got
work.
enough room.
Cool.
So another thing that we want to do is we want to check and compare resolution cameras. So I have a TG65 and a FLIR C2 as well. And we're going to look up at the same and see if we can tell where that edge is. Sometimes the lower resolution cameras don't give us that detail that we need to be able to tell exactly where the edges are. So we'll have you do the same thing, Dave. We'll have you point up there, and we'll see if we can tell exactly where. Again, we're looking at about 6 inches with this camera. I'll take a picture and save that, and then we'll break out our TG65 and we'll do the same process. Yeah, we can almost tell the 6 inches. It's a little bit further off. Go ahead and put your finger, slide your finger in on the scale. Keep going in right there. And that again was right at about the 6 inches, wasn't it?
And that was the lower resolution?
Yeah, that was the lowest resolution camera that we have. Okay, so another thing we're trying to find out is up here on our light, we want to find out if they change their lights, how much room do they got around where the coils were ran originally. So again, we're going to use the infrared camera. We're going to look up around the lights and be able to tell if we can see how much space they have. So here we're using our infrared camera and a ruler, and the MSX function, we can actually see the numbers on the ruler. If you remember earlier, we were using the TG165. We couldn't actually see the numbers on the infrared image. Here we can actually see the number on the infrared image. We can record that number and measure all the way around and be able to have that recorded with our infrared and know then later on when we go back what the actual measurements were. And then lastly, we took some images around the house with the different infrared cameras just to some different angles of how the heating within the ceiling was working. So as you can see, the thermal imagers were invaluable, and it doesn't matter which size camera that you use. Either way, they're giving us the information that we're looking for and able to determine how far distances are away from the wall and from the lights. So we were able to tell really well and give Dave the information that he needed to know so that they can do their home improvement project. Hey, and that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us. Again, like, subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you think of these vlogs so we can give you the best information we can. Next week, join us, and we're going to go to the university and find out what college students know about thermal imaging, infrared, and the whole world of thermography. Until next time, think thermally and have a great day.